Now, gents, in the last video, we had a black woman come on and talk about how online influences made her turn against men.
I'm so passionate about this topic of women seeing men as human and not just the butt of some joke on social media is because I used to be like y'all. I used to laugh at all the jokes and repost the videos. I followed Drew and haha, men suck. Yeah. And then I was in a relationship with a man who for all intents and purposes was very good to me. And I didn't respect him. And I ended up cheating on him. I had to put that on myself. I had to take accountability for that. And I realized that these women were not being respectful towards men in the same way that they wanted respect from men.
As I've stated time and time again, simping is one of the worst things that a man can do toward a woman.
And fellas, listen, for every bad bitch, okay? For every 8, 9, or 10, I am a 10. If you know me, bitch, I'm a 10. But for every bad bitch that y'all are Apple paying, Zelling, Cash Apping, and buying little purses and bags for and sending flowers and trying to like woo, for every bad bitch and every dime you spend, there is a man that is fucking her and blowing her back out and getting some amazing head. She's not getting nothing. Nothing. He's barely responding. He doesn't even like her.
And what you just heard is why you never simp for a woman. And today, we're going to talk about it. What up, gents? Welcome to TSG Uncut. I am your host, Shaun C. Listen, you saw the opening clips. You saw how women now are being influenced by other women. I've already talked about that in past videos. These women who end up hating men are in it for the wrong reasons. Or let me say, they're in it for selfish reasons. And so when you're giving your money to a woman, when you go ahead and tricking off and simping for a woman, all that you're doing, you're making it free for another man. So what I'm gonna show you tonight is a woman who is with her boyfriend. And the whole time she with this dude, she's thinking about her ex. And you are not gonna believe what she says. Do me a favor, hit that like button. And with that being said, let's get started.
Y'all might need to tell me if I'm wrong or not. I'm sitting in the car because my boyfriend is literally tripping. Like, he will not let me do anything for real. Like, all he does is work for 12 hours and use that against me. Oh, why you ain't cook nothing? Oh, why you ain't clean nothing? Because you work for 12 hours and then all you do is come home musty. Why you can't come home clean? But I don't even like him for real because it's just he's too nice for me. Like, he don't hit me like my exes did or nothing. Like, we can't fight or nothing. If I want to fight, he just walks away. Like, I just don't want him. And I really want my ex-boyfriend who's in jail. And that's another thing, y'all. He told me I'm not allowed to send money to my ex-boyfriend no more. And it's like, why are you in charge of who I can send money to or not? Just go to work and make it. So I was basically just over it with him. I've been sitting in the car for about 15, 20 something minutes because I just hate the sight of him. Like, everything about him I just can't stand. But I'm not going to leave because it's not like I can leave anyway. I mean,
Why?
I don't got no job because he don't make me work. And the way that I see it, if he left today, like right now, I'd have to make that rent. I can't do it by myself. So in a way, I think I'm kind of doing him a favor by being his girlfriend because he got low self-esteem. He not cute anyway. Don't no girl want him for real. Like, it's just like, to me, I just think I'm doing him a favor because, like I said, he funny looking. So it's not like anybody would want him for real.
There's so much wrong with this woman. There is so much wrong with what she said. This completely proves what I've been trying to tell you guys. These women do not want you for you. I think we already have established that. But this is why the simp is so dangerous to what's going on right now. Because this woman right here has the nerve. She ain't got shit going on for herself, okay? She ain't got no job. She not contributing anything to the house. She got the red hair. You already know that this woman is a walking red flag with that hair. All she's doing is ragging on this dude. She is so narcissistic that in her mind, she's doing him a favor by being there. And all she do is just, I don't want to be with him anyway. And she's only there because she ain't got no other options. And the one that she wants is in jail. And then, this ain't the first time we've seen this in a video, but this woman got a man in jail and she wants to send him money. Your money. Get this, if you were the type of dude that you doing for a woman and she not contributing or she not, doing anything for you, she's not really contributing other than being there, other than maybe laying down with you, she's not contributing. And she would rather have you go to work for 12 hours a day, tell you how you ain't shit while she's sitting at home doing nothing and probably talking to other dudes on the side. And as soon as she can find somebody that is gonna be able to get her out of this situation, she gonna leave this dude. She would leave a man like you because she don't wanna be there. Now, supposedly this woman is gonna explain why women want lame men with money.
You know what I've noticed? Women do not want providers for real. They want immature men with money. Yeah. They want men who base their status off of how much money they have in their wallets. They want men who lead with their wallets. They do not want a man to genuinely be a provider in their lives.
These women want lames with money because they can manipulate and control a lame with money. That's why they love simps. That's why you have women out here advocating for simps, because a simp isn't gonna require her to take accountability.
Because let's think about it. When we go onto social media now, we talk to any of the young girls now, what they talking about? He got to have some money. He got to have some bread. He got to pay for this. He got to do my nails. He got to do my hair. I'm not going on the first date unless he dropped $200, $300, $400, $5 million on me. There's nothing said about character. There's nothing said about integrity. There's nothing said about ambition. There's nothing said about goals. It's just how much money does he have?
Right? When we talk about us as gents working on ourselves, that's us understanding that we have areas that we could be better on. We have areas that we know that, hey, I didn't do this well enough in my relationships. I need to be better. Hey, I do that all the time because in the end, if you're doing this right, it's going to tell you what you will accept, will and will not accept. It will inform the person you're talking to about who you are. And then when you have your purpose and your plan, if you are operating from a space where you know you, then you won't accept anything less than that because she got to get on your program. If she going to sit there and ride your coattails, then she got to be on your program. Too many of these simps have women that they're on that woman's program, yet she's not the one ultimately contributing. That don't even make sense. That's like a side seat driver. You only distracted me from what I need to do.
Any final questions between the two of you before we determine if we have a match?
It was commented that the outfit is teetering towards risque. I'm a fashion guy, so I have a level of tolerance, but I want to know if we would call this a 6 in a scale, a 1 to 10 scale. This is a 6 for how revealing it is.
Okay.
On a normal basis and on your social media, where is the average?
I'm gonna keep it a buck, probably about a 6. This is probably as much as it gets. You know what? I'll take it up a 7. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'll let you decide. If you and I got to know each other better and decided to proceed, if I asked you to tone it down just a little bit, would that be a deal breaker for you or no?
Probably. Yeah, I want to wear what I want when I want.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We have a generation of modern women who were only raised by women. And these women have told them that they should be able to do whatever they want, not realizing that with power comes responsibility. When you acquire power, you have a responsibility to the people that serve you. These modern women, they want to be able to do things without being held accountable.
You don't know what you have till it's gone, and you're curious that you think you can get better out there. So when did you have that idea, like, hey, what else is out there? I want to experience more, like maybe I can do better out there. When did you start having that, or did you?
I never thought, I didn't say, oh, I think I could do better. I always knew what I had was good, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe just social media has a lot to do with it. Not everything, but you know, social media, you're looking at social media, everything, like obviously everybody puts their best moments, all their vacations, all their like, oh wow, like, oh, they're going to Italy again, you know, like making little comments like, oh, must be nice, you know, doing the comparing thing. See, I did that too. I did that comparing thing. So I did make him feel small at times. I did, like, I belittled him. I did the thing when I would get mad, and not at the 8-year mark necessarily. That's when it just started. But, you know, as the years went on, I would get mad at, I'd say like a real man would do this, you know, be a man. Like I would go there, and I knew he hated, like I knew that hurt him, and I would, you know,
that hurt
a real
me.
man this. you know, so I would do that a lot. And it got to the point where I'd even be like, he starts, you know, like raising his voice now at this point. Now he doesn't have respect for me, you know, as the years go on. He starts raising his voice and I'm like,
why would he?
So he'd raise his voice, right? And I'm like, okay, stop acting like a girl now. Let me be the emotional one.
You see this? You see the manipulation? It's just to get a rise. It's because they can't win on the logic. Because what they're doing is not logical. Yet they feel like I need to make him react to something I'm doing. They are willing to risk a relationship for their feelings, to be right, to get a rise out of him, to feel something. Because the monotony, the day-to-day is boring. They get mad at you for doing what you were supposed to do instead of being mad at themselves for not doing what they're supposed to do. Now, another issue that's happening with modern women is, and as I've stated on this channel, is that modern women don't know how to pick men. Women in general do not know how to pick men because it was our job to vet those men.
For the last month, Shimei Pitt has been unable to feel parts of her body and is still in a wheelchair because she can't walk. The 23-year-old is also mentally traumatized after being shot 10 times, allegedly by her ex-boyfriend.
I have bullet wounds all right here. I have bullet wounds right here, grazed my spine. I have a bullet wound right here that severed this whole leg and my nerves.
The story of what happened is shocking, hard for even Pitt to believe. On November 2nd, she went to meet up with her ex-boyfriend at a DeKalb County apartment complex to talk. But things quickly took a turn when she tried to leave. An incident report says 25-year-old Joshua Woodruff allegedly shot the young mother multiple times in her car at close range.
I say the first few shots, I just was stuck.
Pitt says he then allegedly jumped in the driver's seat and drove her around for 2 hours from DeKalb County to Douglas County. It was there that she says he pulled over and made 2 phone calls. One of them, she claims, was to his mother, telling her what he'd done and that he didn't know what to do next.
I don't want to die in this car.
Pitt tells me Woodruff finally drove her to the hospital where she discovered she suffered shattered bones and bullet wounds in her arm and leg.
My arm has a rod in it.
Now she is sharing her story in hopes of helping other victims of domestic violence.
I started to blame myself.
And contrary to popular belief, as much as I say women need to make better choices, I don't wish this on any of them. Even the ones that are annoying, I don't wish that on anybody. One of the biggest problems is we've demoted the voice of men in the family. Now this clip right here I found very interesting because this is a brother that says that he thinks about all the women that he would have asked to marry him, and then he looks at them now and they wind up being single moms.
One thing that gets me tight is that when I see somebody that I would have wifed, somebody like I would have put a ring on it, and I see them turn out to be a baby mother, I'd be tight. Because I'm like, you curved me and got with whatever piece of shit.
Right.
And let him make you a baby mother. And I know I can't control that, but I just be tight, like.
I've been there before. When you see a woman that curve you and then you see who she end up with or who she has a baby with or who she made a priority, and you like, why couldn't I have been that dude? Why wasn't I enough? And you have to realize that modern women are attracted to these chaos men, these chaos agents. The Pookies, the Ray Rays, the Glocktavius, the Felantonios, the June Bugs, because they're not happy with themselves. They have no structure. They don't know what real love is. That's why they don't ask about the characteristics of a man as much as they care about how he makes them feel. So I understand, my dude, that you feel some type of way because a lot of us do. That's what happens when we go through our breakup thing, the breakup that makes us into our man arc, that takes us into that. But also, gents, you got to look at it as you dodged a bullet. If that woman didn't have the wherewithal to see who you was, then she wasn't meant for you. Just as a deep topic, and I want to hear your thoughts on it down in the comments below. But you're going to want to check out this video because this video is going to show how it seems like our women don't have our best interest in mind. And I promise you, you don't want to miss it.